If you're making a move to the Virginia Peninsula and you're looking for someplace that's centrally located, that gives you easy access to Langley Air Force Base, Newport News Shipyard, and everything there is to do throughout Hampton, Newport News, and York County, then you are going to want to take a look at Michaels Woods. So that's where we are today, and I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about it right now. My name is David Tortellini, and I help people just like you buy and sell property here in Michaels Woods in the city of Hampton and throughout all of Hampton roads. If this is your first time to the channel, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. That way you get alerted to all of our future videos as well. And then when you're ready, give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email. My team and I are here, and we would absolutely love to help you out with your move to the area. All right, let's get to talking about Michaels Woods. Okay, we're here in Michaels Woods, and this is a huge neighborhood of over 1,000 homes in Hampton. So it's going to be super hard to show you the whole thing on foot. So what we're going to do is we're going to get in the car and we're going to drive around, and I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about Michaels Woods and then kind of what's going on in the area around Michaels Woods. Now, there are also townhomes and quads in this neighborhood as well, about 150 to 200, give or take. So once we're done driving, we'll get back on foot and I'll be able to show you those in person. But let's get in the car and start driving around so you can see everything that this neighborhood has to offer. All right, well, we're in the car driving through Michaels Woods, and we're up at the primary entrance heading into the community. So there are a couple of different ways into Michaels Woods, but this is the most used entrance. And really what you're going to see as we drive around are a variety of homes. You're going to see single-story ranchers, you're going to see, two-story, very traditional homes, and you'll see some more modern homes as we go throughout the entire neighborhood. So first, let's talk about kind of where Michaels Woods is located. So as you can see on this map, Michaels Woods is very centrally located on the peninsula in the northwestern area of Hampton. And this is really going to put you very conveniently about 10 minutes west of Langley Air Force Base and maybe about 15 minutes north of the Newport News Shipyard and about 20 minutes or so to Fort Eustis. So this community has a lot of military in it. It's really easy to get to either base, so it's very convenient to be in this location. And then you still have really easy access to other things like Coliseum Central area, where you have, say, like Centera General Hospital and all the shopping and restaurants down in that area as well. So it really is in a good position for just about anybody, especially maybe like a family who has one person commuting one way and another going another way. So when you're looking at the single family homes here, what we're going to see are homes that range in size from about 1,279 square feet, I think is the smallest, to up around 3,800 square feet. So there are some nice size houses in here. There are plenty that are in, the 3,000 plus range. So you can get a really nice size home. And the vast majority of the homes in the community, they were built between 1987 and 2001. And then there was a halt on building for a pretty long time. And then in 2017, Ryan Homes opened up a new section of the community. It's not really big, but opened up a new section. And for about 5 years, they built homes that are ranging from about 2,000 to 3,200 square feet. So you can get homes that are only a couple of years old at this point. So it's really nice. And so I'm sure you're seeing as we're driving around, we get a lot of nice, good-sized yards, really well-maintained community. We are happy to be here on an absolutely gorgeous day in April where it's, in the low 80s and sunny with just a little bit of clouds. And it's just kind of a perfect day to be out and about for a drive like this. And, one of the things that I love about this community is its proximity to a couple of things that I know I love, and I think a lot of other people do too. So the first is going to be Sandy Bottom Nature Park. So this really is one of the premier parks in all of Hampton Roads, and by far and away the largest in Hampton. So Sandy Bottom is a 456 acre park. It features 12 miles of hiking and biking trails, and they kind of wind around a couple of ponds. So they're waterfront, and they really are an escape from the city. So when you're in Hampton, it's amazing that you can get kind of back on the trails in Sandy Bottom, and you can't hear any traffic from the highway. You can't hear anything. You would think you're in the middle of nowhere. So it's really an amazing place. And You can go hiking, biking, nice wide trails in parts. And they also, there's fishing and boating rentals there. You can go camping there, and there are picnic shelters and playgrounds. And then they have this massive 10,000 square foot nature center where they provide a lot of things for the schools and programs and such. So really an amazing overall park that is right across the street from the back entrance to this community. So really, really convenient and an amazing spot if you like to get out in the woods, get out in a trail, and get away from suburban and city life a little bit. And then down the street is my other favorite thing in the area, and that's the AMC Theater. So there is a huge AMC 24 right down the street, and this is a fantastic theater. It has, the big, individual chairs that recline and put the feet rest up. There's a full bar in there too, so if you want to grab a beer or a mixed drink before you head on into the show, you can do that. Of course, normal concessions as well. And it's AMC, so they have their main theater there. If you're a movie geek, kind of like I am a little bit, you'll love their primary theater has, it's the Dolby Digital Surround Mega Theater. It is the loudest, biggest screen you'll ever see. It's great, and you'll go to a movie there, you'll pay a little extra. So if you go to opening night of like a big movie, you might pay $20 to get in instead of their normal charge of whatever it is now, $12.50, $15. So you pay a little bit more, but the experience, I recently saw John Wick 4 there. It was awesome. So really just a fun, it's probably dating this video if you're watching it a few years from now. But it's a great theater. There's a Plaza Azteca, a Mexican restaurant right there. There's a Chuck E. Cheese right next door if you have little kids, Chuck E. Cheese's. And then so you can either go out for dinner, go play some games, and there's a few other, and it's kind of a plaza with a few other things in it as well. So really nice to just have that right there and nearby. All right, so what I want to do is I want to make sure I show you the new construction. So why don't we cut away real quick, and then we'll go and pick up right over there at the newer homes. Alrighty, well now we are headed towards the newer homes in the neighborhood, and we're going to get to them right here in just a second. As I mentioned, these were built by Ryan Homes starting in 2017, and that's the first one. So right there, you can see totally different look to the homes. These are very much a Ryan Home. If you're familiar with their product, this is what they build. So these are much, much newer. And the benefit to these is you get kind of the modern feel to the home. If it's close to when we're publishing this video, you're only dealing with homes that are 5-6 years old, so you don't really have to deal with a lot of the things that come with maybe a home that was built in the 90s, like roof replacements or newer systems. I'm actually just going to spin the car around right here so we can just head right back and keep looking at some of those. And they really just built these right into the community, so they're not in their own separate section or anything like that. They're really just kind of part of the neighborhood. And as you can see here, there is going to be expansion continuing. So there's a bunch of trees down. Nothing right there is really listed yet for sale as of filming the video, but it looks like in the future there's going to be a few more homes built down that way. So hopefully, if you are interested in this neighborhood, you might have an opportunity to take a look at some of the newer homes, maybe even the newest homes here in Michaels Woods. All right, so really just want to make sure you saw enough of the community. We've talked about everything that's kind of surrounding Michaels Woods and kind of what's going on in the area. It's convenience to Langley Air Force Base, shipyard, Fort Eustis, proximity to the park, to the theater, lots of great things going on. It's an easy trip right down to Coliseum Central, so you can get down to all the shopping and restaurants that are down that way. So great community. So let's go. We've seen enough of the single families, so let's go and start taking a look around at the townhouses and the quads that are located up at the front of the community, really right where we started. All right, well now we are over in what's called Michaels Mews. And this is a part of Michaels Woods that are the townhomes and the quads. So right behind me, you can see the townhomes. And then over here, you're going to have the quads. So if you can see this building behind me, there are actually 4 units here. So there's one on each side, and then you have the 2 that kind of would face the bigger street out that way. So for everybody who's there, you kind of have either a front entrance or a side entrance. So nobody has like next door entrances. It's a nice layout. And so let's talk about these quads first. So these are really cool. I've sold 2 of these recently, and what we'll make sure is at the end of the video, you'll be able to watch like a quick tour of like one of our videos that we've uploaded to YouTube for one of these units. So these are all pretty much 2-bed, 2 full bath with a loft, and they're 1,258 square feet. So there's a downstairs bedroom, an upstairs bedroom, and then upstairs there's a loft that most people use as like an office space or a game room, something like that. So really, really convenient. And then you have the townhomes, and they're all kind of intermixed. So we'll give you the on foot tour here. We're kind of in a good spot here to do this. And the townhomes are going to range anywhere from about, there are 2 beds, 2 baths to 3 beds, 2.5 baths. So it just depends on which layout you get. And they're all mostly going to be just upstairs bedrooms for the townhouses. Now, with those, they are going to range from, I think the smallest is about 1,008 square feet up to about 1,500 square feet. So you can get pretty nice size in here if you go with the townhome. And again, with these quads that are right here, you're going to look at 1,258 square feet for just about all of these. Now, the thing about these, a couple of things. So right now, it's April 2023. They've been selling for the low 200s, so like 210, 215 for just about everything. And there is a $91 a month HOA fee in this neighborhood. So no HOA fee in the main portion of Michaels Woods in the single family homes. But then when you are here, currently it's at $91 a month. And again, it still doesn't really get you amenities or anything like that, other than they do all the lawn maintenance. So, you just don't have to really do anything. Now, a couple of things I like about this. So there are no garages here, but everybody gets 2 deeded parking spaces. And then there are a ton of visitor spaces, kind of in very well distributed throughout. So you can see like, every section of parking has, like 1 or 2 visitor parking spaces in it. So it's really convenient if you want to have people over, or if you have an extra car, it's easy to find extra parking in this neighborhood. Now, one of the other things to talk about is none of these are condos. So they're all simple ownership. And that just means they're like a single family home, they're townhouses. So a couple things that come with that, like, for example, your roof. You are responsible for your roof. If it needs to be replaced, you need to be able to pay for that. So, a couple of things that's really important, especially if you think it's a condo, because for the most part, they're going to maintain, the exterior yardscape, but you are responsible for the exterior of your house. So like we sold one recently where there was like some wood rot on some trim. Yep, the homeowner is responsible for that. You have to do that. Now, the other thing that comes along with that that's great though, no rental cap in this neighborhood. So if you're an investor and you are looking for a great townhome that you can get rented out really easily, this is a great place to do it because, these rent out really, really well and really easily. So a lot of good opportunity if you are an investor, or if you are working at, say, like Centera, and you don't want to have you're like a nurse working crazy hours and you don't want to have to do yard work and all that kind of stuff. These are great for anyone there. Engineers down at the shipyard. I have 2 clients in here that are both engineers at the shipyard. So, really just a great opportunity for anybody who's looking for kind of an entry level, townhouse. They're very affordable. It's a great neighborhood. And it's good for investors too. So you're just going to get a lot of. It's such a well-maintained, nice place. So anyhow, all right, these are the townhouses, and that's it. That's all of Michaels Woods. All right, folks, so that's Michaels Woods. It was really funny. As soon as I finished that last segment, a neighbor came out of her house, and we just spent the last 15 minutes talking about how much she loves living in the neighborhood and how great it is. So, just a good testimonial to let you know that this really is an easy place to move to, particularly if you're not familiar with the area. But then people end up staying here 20, 30 years because they love it so much. So anyhow, if you are looking to make a move to the area, my team and I are here. We would absolutely love to help you out. Give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email, and we would respond right away and make sure you get a great place here in Michaels Woods, or really anywhere else in the area that you're interested in looking. Check out the description below. I'll put a link there where I'll have a home search for everything that's for sale here in Michaels Woods. So you can kind of take a look at any time and see what is actively for sale. And in the meantime, like this video, share it with anyone else you know who may be making a move to the Hampton area, and then subscribe to this channel so you can see all of our future videos. Again, my name is David Tortellini. I'm with eXp Realty. Thank you so much for watching.